Welcome to AfterDark Stories. Tonight, we journey into the heart of Romania, a land of shadowed mountains and haunted graves, where the dead don't always rest quietly. They are called the Strigoi, the restless ones, the cursed souls that rise again, not as ghosts, but as something much, much hungrier. In a small Romanian village centuries ago, they buried a man named Ion. He was quiet in life, but strange things began to happen after his death. Every night, the village dogs would howl near his grave. Chickens were found as their coops, completely drained of blood. And his own widow swore she heard footsteps, a slow, heavy scraping at her door. Right at the stroke of midnight, the villagers grew afraid. They began to whisper that Ion had become a Strigoi, a soul that refused to leave this world, clinging desperately to the warmth of the living. One stormy night, his widow was jolted awake by a soft whisper just outside her window. "Let me in. I'm so cold." Her hand trembled as she pulled back the curtain, and there he stood. His eyes were as black as the grave itself. His lips were stained a deep, unnatural red, and his smile, it was wrong. Before she could even draw breath to scream, he was gone, vanishing back into the suffocating darkness. The villagers gathered at dawn, their faces grim, torches held high. They went to the cemetery and dug up Ion's coffin. When they pried it open, they found his body completely untouched by decay, his mouth slick with fresh crimson. The village priest crossed himself, his voice barely a whisper. "He drinks from the living." With trembling hands, they drove a sharpened wooden stake through his heart, and as they did, a horrifying shriek ripped through the air, a sound so sharp and agonizing, it silenced the birds for miles around. Ever since that day, the stories say that when the animals act strange, or when shadows move where no light falls, the Strigoi are near. You see, not every vampire hides in a grand castle. Some sleep just beneath the ground of your own village. Every land has its restless dead. But in Romania, they say the Strigoi walk among us still. Now, I want to know, what's your country's darkest legend? What local story keeps you awake at night? Comment below, and maybe your tale will be the next one we tell. After Dark.